At the opening remark, Chairman NTLC, His Royal Highness Emir of Argungu, urged everybody to continue to do more until every Nigerian child and mother is protected against the risk of death or debilitating condition from ailments that can be prevented.
We use what we have to do the best we can for our people. There's a great engagement between us and the PHC. There's a great synergy in the states. And we're using that to try to reach out to people to educate them on the importance of all the protocols set up by government. I don't think we're doing too badly, but we can improve in that. During the polio campaigns, there was a lot of emphasis on the engagement of traditional rulers from the top to the lowest level. There was a lot of movement into the villages and so on. We had lots of town hall meetings in the villages. This is missing now. And this is what we think is needed. There is need for greater synergy between the committee, the federal committee on COVID, and the traditional leaders of northern Nigeria. We should also include the lowest level of the institution, which are the villages and the hamlets. That should be discussion, to educate and answer questions like it's mentioned. I've taken my vaccine. I've had 2 shots. I was one of the first to be vaccinated when all started. So for me, I have no misgivings. I have seen enough evidence from across the globe to believe that COVID is real. And for now, the only option we have is the vaccine. Normally, we review what we've done, and this being an annual review, we're going to look at all that we've done from the beginning of the year till date, see what worked, see where we need to improve, and finally adopt what to do next year. So I cannot say specifically what we would expect till after the discussions.
Dr. Faisal Shaib, Executive Director, National Primary Healthcare, said the collaboration that we have with the Traditional Leaders Committee is an example of how we are trying to increase awareness about COVID-19 vaccination.
The collaboration that we have with the Traditional Leaders Committee is an example of how we're trying to increase awareness about COVID-19 vaccination, but really about primary healthcare as a whole. Our collaboration with this entity, just like we have seen, we have also established a similar entity in the Southwest. We're in the process of also finalizing that of the Southeast and the South-South, so that we have a common platform where we can use our rich traditions, our cultures as embodied within the custody provided by the traditional leaders. People believe in traditional leaders. They are also religious leaders. People believe in what they say, and they provide guidance. We've seen how they've been very, very important in making sure that we eradicated the white polio viruses, and they have been part of the effort against COVID-19, right? We just use platforms such as these quarterly meetings to bring about what are the new conspiracies that people are putting out there, what are the misinformation and disinformation that are out there, and they understand very, very well what the issues are, and they know how to really contextualize these types of information to their people. So they are a very, very strong partner when it comes to our work to increase information and awareness about the need for Nigerians to take COVID-19 vaccines.
We have a target for the end of the year 2021. Now we are having another target for them. What is the hope for all this synergy? What is the expectation going to 2022?
One thing that we've seen clearly is that, especially in the last couple of weeks, with the rollout of the mass vaccination campaigns to try and get vaccines to every single nook and cranny of Nigeria, that people will have access to more vaccines. The vaccines are now available. It is now a question of people identifying where is the nearest place where they can actually get these vaccines. We believe that we'll be able to meet all of the targets that we've set as long as people also take the opportunity, realizing that we have now vaccinated over 8 million Nigerians. Nobody died from COVID-19 vaccination. 8 million Nigerians cannot be wrong, right? So if you are sitting on the fence, trying to decide whether to take the vaccine or not, Just look at the data. Look at your neighbors. Look at your friends that have taken the vaccines, right? They are fine, right? What we have always said consistently is that after you take the vaccine, there is a likelihood among some individuals that you might have some side effects, minor side effects such as body pain, a little bit of fever. This is something that even children have when they take their routine immunization vaccines. But after 2 days, you are good to go, right? Sometimes you'll have to take maybe an analgesic, a pain reliever to help you get over those 2 days, but they are not so bad. Much milder than if you were to contract COVID-19. 8 million people is the evidence that you need. You don't need to hear it from me. Hear it from the 8 million people that have received the vaccine and they are safe and alive and protected against COVID-19.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Amina Ibrahim, GTV Africa.